Welcome back to Up North at 4. Joining me now, it's Jacleen Hess, a local musician from the White Lake area. Jacleen, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come chat with me.
Thanks for having me, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to start, though, from the beginning. You're a musician. How did that start for you? Where did music kind of involve itself in your life?
Yeah, I grew up, just listening to music on the radio, and my dad played guitar a little bit, my mom played piano, and so it was like, music was always a little bit a part of my life, but
yeah.
I watched The Voice. NBC The Voice was something that I studied, right? Like I would watch everything that the coaches would tell the artists and be like, I'm going to mimic this, but I was terrified of singing in front of people. So I sang in the shower, and I sang on my horse, and I sang like by myself, like nobody heard me. And then in college, in high school, started writing music and writing songs. Someone gave me a guitar, and so just started playing and writing lyrics, studying what other artists did with their songs. And then college, I had a friend that heard me singing in the shower, and she's like, what are you doing? Go sing somewhere else. I'm like, but people are terrifying. But yeah, so started doing like open mics and some different gigs then. So that's kind of the beginning.
So at a certain point, though, obviously you took that step to say, all right, I will sing in front of people publicly. And then obviously after that, there was another point where you hit and you said, oh, like, they like this. This is good. What moment, or when did that happen for you?
Yeah, I think it was just at all those open mics, seeing that they're nice people out there that I can sing for, right? Like they're not against me. They're supportive, and they just want to like hear some music. So just continuing to get out there and sing, and then always dreamed of putting a record out and continuing to write my own songs. And so that came to be in 2020, and then just recently too. So yeah.
I was going to ask you then too, I guess there was a moment for you where you said, I think I can not only sing and perform, but I can write my own stuff, record this, put it out there. What was the process like for you to kind of go from, just starting to do your own thing to now having a record, having an album? What was that like? Just continuing to write my songs by myself in my room, pretty much, singing them for my horse or singing about a trail ride, and then singing them at open mics, seeing that some people connected to them emotionally and in just whatever they were going through in life. And so I was like, these songs are not just meant for me to sing to myself, right? Like the lyrics have been given to me through seasons of my life that like I've been able to journal per se through my music and find healing through that. And so like I want other people to find that. And so 2020 I was living up in Eagle River, working there, got furloughed with COVID and all the things with that. And I was like, what am I supposed to do at this time? Because like, what do you do when you're furloughed and you're locked down per se? And I really felt like music and horses were something that I was supposed to pursue. And I was like, I'm supposed to put a record out, but I don't know how. So I went down to Sweetwater Studio in Indiana and had some session players, producers. They put together a whole record there with me. I had 5 songs on it. It's called Look at Their Hearts, and really just dedicated to individuals with disabilities who have struggled through seasons of their life, and those who have walked through that hardship and that journey with them. So that was the first record I put out in 2020, and then just got back from Nashville here in February. Doing a couple more songs. So yeah. Can we expect something coming out soon, or what's the plan for that?
So something actually just released at the end of March, on the 31st of March. Good For You is the song. You can find it anywhere that you stream music, because people don't buy CDs nowadays, right? So Spotify, iTunes, whatever you get music on. But yeah, Good For You just released, and it's a country song that was inspired by a man I was at a horse training certification down in Arizona, and I had just gone through, thought I was going to lose my mom to sickness, and just was at a place in life of being ready to quit and give up. And we were sitting around a campfire, and kind of like here, we're just talking, and he's telling some stories. This guy, his name's John Lyons, America's most trusted horseman, but he said 2 things to me. One was, you're not a quitter, which at that point I was like, well, I feel like one, but he's like, you showed up today, you're not a quitter. Another thing he said was that only people with great fear can demonstrate great courage. And I was like, wow, like, you think that you have to have courage and without fear or something, that like you don't have to have both. But really,
through all of our greatest fears, we can just demonstrate courage. And so this song was inspired by that conversation. And so hopefully, the words that he spoke to me at that point will encourage people when they're ready to give up a fight and just quit, that they'll keep going.
Absolutely. And I feel like there's no better transition than the one you made just now. So you came today to play that song for us. Do you mind sticking around and playing that?
Of course, I'd love to.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with a live performance from Jacleen after this.
Thanks.
Times in your life that you'll just want to hide, and you hope that no one asks you to recall them from your mind. There'll be nights when you'll cry till your eyes are finally dry. Then you'll pick yourself back up again and continue with the fight. Not quitting on yourself. Good for you for choosing courage when you felt full of fear, full of doubt, and you didn't just back out, you pushed on through. I sure am proud of you. Good for you. Good for you. There'll be times in your life when so-called failure breaks your pride, and you start to fall into a very fragile state of mind. So in your life, when you find thoughts come to haunt you one more time, just remember what I told you at the campfire that one night. Good for you for not quitting on yourself. Good for you for choosing courage when you felt full of fear, full of doubt, and you didn't just back out, you pushed on through. I sure am proud of you, and I hope you know that God is so proud too. Good for you. Good for you for not quitting on yourself. Good for you for choosing courage when you felt full of fear, full of doubt, and you didn't just back out, you pushed on through. I sure